Hello and welcome to Nanny Moon's Crochet. My name's Sally and it's Monday the 14th of July 2025 and this is episode number 77. Can't believe I'm on number 77. Hope you've all had a lovely weekend and last week. The weather here in the UK has been so hot. I know it's not as hot as some places, but for us it's been sweltering. Oh, and I haven't really felt like crocheting on some things at all. It's just been so hot, but today there's a little bit of a breeze, so I think it's cool. It never stays hot for long, so I think it's cooling down a little bit. But hope you managed to, if you're hot in a hot place, I hope you managed to keep cool and keep drink plenty of squash water and that. So I didn't think I'd got much to show you, but looking around, maybe I have. This week, I'm just going to show you photos first that I've been sent. I just thought I'd do those first, just change it a little bit. So if you remember, if you've been with me a while, you'll know that I did a baby sea turtle blanket for my daughter-in-law's sister. She was expecting a baby and they absolutely adore sea turtles. So I thought, oh, I'd got a sea turtle blanket pattern that the lovely Natasha, hi Natasha, she'd pointed out to me. It's on Ravelry. I think it was a free, is it free? I can't remember, but it's in a previous video. Anyway, her sister's had the baby and she had a little girl. She knew she was having a little girl and she's called her Abigail, and she really generously, Samantha sent me a photo of her sister's baby. They'd had photos done and she was on the sea turtle blanket, so she gave me permission to show you this. Look, little baby Abigail, isn't she adorable? But this was the blanket that I made for her, the little turtles on. Little Abigail, isn't that cute? I didn't do this, don't know where she had that from, but look at the little baby. Oh, it's raining. Isn't she absolutely adorable? Cute little baby. So all went well and they're all doing well. I think it's light enough. I just realised I hadn't got my light on. But that's beautiful little Abigail. And the next picture I want to show you is from the lovely Jane. Hi Jane. And she's been doing blankets and sending me photos. And this is her latest one. Oh, if you can hear that, it's having an absolute downpour, which is lovely. This is Jane's latest blanket. It says, look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And isn't that absolutely beautiful? I'd really love to make one of these blankets, but I haven't done so yet. Little bobble stitches, and then the little blue pom-pom. It's done in Emu DK in white and baby blue, but there's the other photo. That's one photo. Yeah, it's more or less the same. Absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous, Jane. Thank you for sending the photo. Always love to see what you're working on. And oh, it's gone very dark. I'll put the light on in a second. And the last photo that I wanted to show you is by the lovely Lynn. Hi Lynn, from Lynn Penguin's Creations, and she was doing the Donut Buddies crochet along that I was doing, and I finished last week or the week before, but there was a few that Lynn hadn't done, so each week on her channel, Lynn Penguin's Creations, she's drawing from a little wheel, and she oh, that's the umbrella gone. She's drawing the different donuts and she's continuing on. So that's a snowman. That was lovely to do. I love doing the snowman. It's all right, darling. Come in a sec. Excuse me. Oh, my husband's just put the light on for me. Yes, so that was Lynn's penguin. So lovely. Doing a great job, Lynn. Soon have them all done. So that's the photos. Now, right, what do I do next? I know. Crochet along that I'm doing the year of the granny squares with the lovely Jenny from In My Spare Time. Hi Jenny. She's running this crochet along. This is a hashtag a year of granny squares Cal, and we're almost at the end though. We haven't got many left. It's by Kyle and Melita. It's a Search Press book. It is a really nice book, one that I shall come back to and use quite regularly because some of them are absolutely beautiful. There's 52 granny squares to crochet, one for every week of the year, and it's split up into spring, summer, autumn and winter. Of course we've done spring, summer, autumn. We're now on winter, and this last week we did number 49, which is a skill rating of two balls of yarn, and it was called Midnight Ice. Now this was the square and it's corner to corner, which I do love corner to corner, and it was moss stitch. Was it moss stitch? Yes, it was moss stitch, which again I love moss stitch, so I thought I wasn't sure about this colour changing. I'm getting a little bit better at doing it, but I'm not keen on doing it. Anyway, we started off here, and yeah, started off in the corner, and when I got to here, I made a bit of a mistake. It was where you start because you increase and then you have to decrease. So when you have to start increasing, I just made a mistake and it was coming off, so I had to undo that. So this bit for me was a little bit on the tricky side, but I undid it and thought, no, I'm going to do it because, you know, need to do it right. So this was my square. So started here, and then this bit wasn't too bad. You have to just do front posts from the stitches down below. And once I'd gone past this little bit of where you start decreasing, once I got that in me head, I was all right. So that was the square number 49. And I used, was it this blue? Yep. For the darker grey, I used the warm grey, Starcraft Special DK warm grey. And then you had a lighter grey, so I just used silver. And then for the blue, I used sherbet in Starcraft Special DK. And a 4mm hook. I always use a 4mm hook for those. Where should I put that? Let me put those in there. So that was number 49. So we haven't got many to go. So this week it's number 50 and it's Saltire, which I don't know, that looks okay I suppose. It's a 2 rating again. So 50, and then after that there's just another 2 for 52 weeks in the year. So almost done with that, which shall be lovely, and then I can put my project together, project that I'm making. So that's that. Then another crochet along that I'm doing is with the lovely Cassandra. Hi Cassandra. From Craftably Ever After, and she's doing, I know a lot are doing it, and you've probably seen it on other channels, and it's the bear bear in a box crochet along, and it was just running for 4 weeks as far as 4 weeks. And week 1 we made a little bear, and all the patterns for these are free on her blog, and you could either do a little sitting bear or the little standing bear, but I decided to do the little sitting bear so he could sit in his little box. I haven't got the box yet. I think I've got a box in one of my drawers. It might be a bit small, so I might have to look for a bigger shoe box or something. So this was my little bear that I showed you last week. And then because he's going to live in a little box, he needs his bedding. So like I said, all these patterns are free on her blog. So he's got his little mattress, and this was just I had some felt. She suggests felt or stuffing, but I just put a layered felt. I think it was three layers of felt, and just pushed it in. So that's his little mattress. Then he's got his little pillow there. So he'll, let me see if I can do this. He's lying on his little mattress, look. Cute. So he's lying in his little bed. And then he needed a little blanket, and she did a crochet square, and she's linked that, a granny square, and she did lovely rainbow colours. And I had to think for a while. I thought I have got a lot of squares, but I need those for my project I'm making. I've got a lot of 3D granny squares, but I'm putting those into a blanket. So I thought I'm going to make a square, but there's so much choice, isn't there? I really couldn't think. And then I thought, well, I do love corner to corner. And this was some the yarn that I've used. It's Yarn Smith's Play DK that they'd sent me to try. It's on a playlist, I think, of the Wool Warehouse yarns. Anyway, I'd got this little bit of, so I thought I'll use that, and I did corner to corner because I thought it looked a little bit like a quilt. I thought it looked a little bit like quilted squares. So, and I like the orange on it and the purple. So that's his little blanket to tuck him up. Now where's his little thing? Also, he has a little scatter cushion, and that was a little sunshine, so that I just used oddments of, this was a glittery twinkly one, and then a deeper yellow. So that's his little scatter cushion to go on his bed when he's not in it. And then he needed a little plushie, so the pattern was for a little bee. So he's almost as big as him. Oh, I lost my little bee. I made it. When did I do this? I think it was about Tuesday or Wednesday last week. I made all the little bits, and the last thing I made was the little bee, the little plushie, his little bedtime toy, and I lost it for ages and ages. And I thought, oh no, the dogs have had it probably, or because I was crocheting outside, it wasn't red hot at the time, and it was nice and breezy, and I thought I dropped it on the grass, and I thought perhaps one of the dogs had picked it up, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to do it again. And not that it's tiny, but a little bit fiddly. So I thought, oh, I'll have to do it again. And then all of a sudden, I saw it. I found it in the living room. It must have just dropped out of somewhere, I don't know. But so that's his little. Put that under his arm because he's snuggling with his little bee. And that's my little bear ensemble at the moment. I don't know what we're doing next, but I'm really excited and loving doing that. So he's going to be cute. So I'm looking forward to, I think tomorrow when the next video comes out, to see to see what other little accessories he's going to have. Perhaps clothing or something, I don't know. But we've got 2 more weeks anyway, so really, really loving that and excited. So that was that. And then I was watching Kelly. Hi Kelly, on Crochet M for Life. She's a lovely lady. I expect you all know of her channel anyway, but go and say hi if you don't, because she's lovely. And she was doing it's a mal, it's hashtag fun fruity summer mal that she'd seen. She's taking part in it, she's not running it. It's run by Bonnie of Strawberry Bonnie Crochet. I'll link all these in the description box. And Bonnie thought it'd be fun. She's got some lovely little stitch markers in the shape of fruits, so she thought it'd be lovely to do a make along with, and to do any sort of fruit. It's running from the 3rd of July until the 25th of August, so there's plenty of time, and you just had to do something fruit, and then she'll do these little stitch markers as prizes, which I thought was lovely. It's open worldwide as well, so I'll link that video that Bonnie did. So I thought, oh, yes, I love fruit. I'll take part in that. So I have got this this Whimsical Stitches book, and haven't really done much from it. And so I'm looking at the fruit, and there was this lovely peach, and I thought, oh yes, I like a nice peach. So the peach, I thought I'll do that. So this is my peach, and this was done in, oh, itching, hair needs cutting, it's hot weather. So I did the peach in, where is it? This is the Aldi, this baby yarn. There's just that much of it left. It's the chenille, and I use a 5.5mm hook for that. And then I used, because I hadn't got brown and green in that, so this was just some, it's James C. Brett Flutterby Chunky in the brown and the green for the stalk and the leaf. And these were 12mm eyes, I think, and then just did little eyebrows, and then did this for the where it's sectioned down. But isn't that cute? Isn't she lovely, little peach? So I thought I'll do that. I'll probably do something else to go with her before I send my photo to Bonnie. But yeah, I love my little peach. Well, big peach. It's big, isn't it? The little peach. So that was that. I didn't work on the blanket that I'm doing for one of my grandsons. It was just far too hot. Oh, because it's, it's just too hot. And also, I showed you I'd started an emotional support chicken. And again, it was so hot really to work on this. But let me show you. So this is a whip. I hope to get it finished this week, mind you, because it's almost done. Anyway, this is my progress so far. I did the wings. You did those bits first, then you single crochet them together, and then you work along here. So we put the tail bits together, and then you work along here, so that'll be underneath like that. I've done the little head bit, so I just haven't done the beak. Goes here. I did the little red bits, the little, whoops, that little comb, the comb will go over the top, and then this little wattle, I did do the wattle, go under the beak when I've done the beak. So, but it was just getting so hot because I'm using, it's this wool was gifted me by the lovely Natasha. She'd done an emotional support chicken. This was a big ball, and when she'd done hers, she'd got a little bit more than half of it left, so she knew to do another one. So and this is Hayfield Bonanza, and she tells me the colour is autumn. But just lovely, we used to keep chickens, and they're lovely, some of the feathers are lovely colours like that. I'm using a 6mm hook. So that's coming on really well. Just got to do 2 triangle pieces to come here, and then it's quite thick, and it'll be lovely to cuddle and be a support for someone. So that's coming on. I'll finish that this week, so I'll be able to show you that next week. And is that it? Yes, I think that's it. Didn't seem to be much, but when I look, I suppose it is okay, because it's just so hot this week. We just had an absolute downpour, so that'll cool the air. But it's just been so hot. And let me show you, last Saturday, not yesterday, the day before, I had the Crochet Now book delivered. So I'll, nice little supplement, Alice in Wonderland, and a free hook, but some exciting news in there. I want to just show you, something in there, so I'll do a separate video for that because that just takes a while. This is issue number 123, so I'll go through that. I'll do that video for Wednesday. That'll be out. I'll have a look, look through the magazine properly so you can see what's in there. And I think that's about it. Yes, I think I've remembered to tell you everything. Yeah, I seem to have had a funny week. I don't seem to know where I am or what I'm doing. I seem a bit all over the place, but I think it was just the heat. It was just unbearable. But in the UK, it never really lasts that long, so we don't have it hot for more than 2 or 3 days, and then it's cool again and raining again. So that's one thing. Hope you're all doing well anyway, and yeah, thinking about you all and what you're all up to. And summer holidays are coming up. Probably, I know my oldest son is visiting. He's coming for a week's holiday, so we'll be seeing them. They're staying not far away, so I'll be seeing those. I'll see little Dougie and little Cole. That'll be lovely. And then I think we're having Leo, Jamie and little Jonathan for a week sometime in August, so that'll be lovely as well. So lots of lovely times coming up, and we'll get to see little Hope, no doubt, in the summer as well. So yeah, I'll go and get sorted out and see you all. I'll be back on Wednesday for a look through of the Crochet Now. I'm excited to see what's next in the little bear in the box as well. That'll be lovely to do. So take care, everybody, whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with. Please just love each other and be kind. Smile whenever you can, and just try your best to have a lovely time, day to day. Just take day to day, take a day at a time, and enjoy the moment. And I'll see you all soon. Love you all. Bye.